Hi, I am making this video as a training for my clients for Shabbos. As much as I would love to speak to all of you about Shabbos, it's not always practical, and I want to make sure that you know what to do. So if you go to the reference guide that I sent you, which I hope you have printed out, but if not, it's on your computer in the email. It's called TSFL version 3, like V3 reference guide, and towards the back is this Shabbos part of it, which was created by Shari, my coach, which I would love you to meet. She's really amazing. And it talks about what to do on Shabbos, but I'm going to go through it with you step by step. And this is one of the pages in her guide. And here she's talking about Kiddush and Challah. So I'm going to start with Friday. So Friday is a regular day as far as, eating every 2 to 3 hours, starting from an hour from when you woke up. And depending on your schedule, you might be finished with your meals by Shabbos and you might not. So if you've eaten 4 or 5 meals, doesn't matter, and you're going to have your Friday night meal will be your lean and green, and you'll start off with Kiddush. So I don't drink Kiddush, but you totally can have a little sip for it to be yotze. And challah, I don't recommend challah. A kazayas of matzah is much better, I really think, because challah is hard to start with, and this will make us feel a little bloated. So go with matzah if you can, if you're in a situation that you can. And a half a board, I was told, was a kazayas. Consult your local Orthodox rav for that. I'm not a rav, I'm just a health coach. So anyways, so then you would have your fish course, which gefilte fish, regular gefilte fish is really not okay. It has sugar in it and carbs, but the sugar-free gefilte fish, a thin slice, would be okay. What you would count that as, it depends on what type personality you are, and how fast you want to go on this program. If you want to be a little more lax on Shabbos, that's up to you. The program will go a little slower, but if that's how you're going to stay happy, you have to know yourself. So you could count, if you have an ounce or 2 ounces of gefilte fish, of sugar-free gefilte fish, you can count that as towards your protein. And then you would go to the fish course, which you can have soup. Really better if you skim it the night before. If you make it, with chicken bottoms. I happen to make my chicken soup with cutlets, so it's really very not fatty. But if you make it like most people, I do recommend skimming it and then having a bowl of soup with some vegetables. And again, do you want to count those as, towards your vegetables allotment? I would, but it's not terrible if you have a little extra celery. You could count that as your snack because you get 3 stalks of celery as a snack, or, so that's up to you. Then you go to the main course, and if you need any direction, please get in touch with me as far as what you should make. But chicken and vegetables, I make chicken fajitas. Let me know if you want the recipe. I can make London broil sometimes. Any protein and vegetable is okay. String beans, and there's a lot of recipes actually in this guide that Shari put together. So, feel free to utilize. And then for dessert, I have a sugar-free Jell-O or a sugar-free popsicle stick. So, you can have one of those. And then if you have another meal left over, the best thing would be to wait 2 hours from when you started your meal, but it's not always practical. You might be tired, so I sometimes have it right after the meal or a little bit later, so that's up to you as well. Okay, so we did Friday. We're good. Now we're going to talk about Shabbos lunch. And let me see. Okay, Shabbos lunch I'm going to bring up over here. And here's some mock apple pie crisp that Shari has, but I'm going to bring these muffins up because they're a good thing to have on Shabbos day. So we start by waking up in the morning, eating within hopefully an hour waking up, if that works. I mean, men have to sometimes will daven and not eat before then. So, they can't do that. But for whatever, if you are able to have something, I have a bar and coffee, and then some people, depending on what time they eat, will have 2 meals before the Suda, but I only have one because we eat pretty early. And then I have my lean and green for lunch. So same type of thing, kiddush, kazayas, and then if you want the fish course, you could do, like, I didn't mention this, but 2 ounces of salmon also would be fine, or the sugar-free gefilte fish, like I said, or you could skip the fish course, whatever's up to you. Then the main dish is your lean and green, which you could have any protein, and some people choose to use the cholent meat as their lean, so that's okay. Just like take out the cholent meat, don't eat the rest of the cholent, but the cholent meat, 5 ounces, would be your protein, and then you can have vegetables on the side. And then again, the sugar-free Jello or the sugar-free popsicle stick, and then we have the whole day ahead of us, so you would have to have at least, most people need like 2 power meals because we're going to be fleishiks after the meal. So cereal, both types of cereal parve, and the barbecue bites, and all the oatmeals, I believe, are either dairy equipment or parve. 2 of them are dairy equipment, and 2 of them are parve. I know for sure the apple cinnamon is parve, and the maple and brown sugar is dairy equipment, and the blueberry is parve. I'm not 100% sure about the peach, but I will, if you need to know that, if you have peach oatmeal, reach out to me. Most of my clients don't order that. So you just, so with the oatmeal, you would want to make them before Shabbos into muffins or cookies, and there's recipes in here. I also have a document I will email to you right when I'm done with this video. Here's a cookie one for muffins 5 ways, which you can make the muffins different ways with different ingredients. And that's it. So basically, just make sure you have parve items on hand. I have the cereal with almond milk, which is the one I have is dairy equipment. They also have parve. Blue Diamonds is parve. So you can have that. And I don't find Shabbos terrible. It's all about our attitude, of, let's focus on our goals and know why we're doing this. And, eating healthy and feeling good is a great feeling. So, but reach out to me if you need a little more encouragement. I know some people find Shabbos, they used to eating a lot of food. So I'm here for you if you have any questions or any concerns. And have a great Shabbos. And please be in touch. I really would love to hear from you. Okay, bye-bye.